Madam Web is living like a cryptid in my mind right now. It's this new movie, which by the way is apparently absolutely terrible, made by the people who made Morbius, and I'm like 90% sure that they just exist to make films that are classifiable as SCPs. Just a heads up, this video is going to have major spoilers, like all of them, but let's be honest, you didn't click this because you're planning on going to see the movie. Anyway, why do I say this movie is like a cryptid? Well, first I should say that like many cryptids, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, I haven't seen Madam Web. Now you might ask, how can you make a video on it if you haven't seen the movie? Well, I think the fact that I haven't seen it is what's making it better for me. I mean, everyone who has seen the movie has said that it's absolutely terrible, in the same tier as Morbius, if not worse. So I think going to see it is just going to make the whole thing worse for me. But every spoiler I've seen for the movie just doesn't seem real. It's almost like they fed some basic information about the characters into an AI and had it spit out what it thought a Madam Web movie would look like. Every new spoiler I see just makes it sound worse. Like for instance, it's a Spider-Man movie where they aren't allowed to have Spider-Man. I've seen that they have his parents in the movie and allude to his birth, but they just don't mention the guy at all. Now, I'm not like a total Spider-Man nerd, but I remember in the cartoon I watched as a kid that Madam Web was this like old lady that appeared to Spider-Man in like his dreams or visions or something to do with his spidey sense. What I don't remember is anything about a race of mystical spider people helping to save the life of Madam Web when she was just a baby. Yeah, that's right. This movie doesn't have Spider-Man in it, but it does have Spider-Man. Like, let me read you this synopsis from Screen Rant. After Constance Webb is shot by Ezekiel in the Amazon, Peruvian spider people intervene to save her. They take Constance to an ancient cave and dip her in water. While Constance is in labor, a special spider injects its venom into her system, saving Cassie from dying. Constance dies after giving birth, but before she does, a spider person promises Constance that he will be there for Cassie when she decides to return to Peru for answers to her questions. That does not sound real. Am I getting trolled? I don't think so, because I found the same information elsewhere, but that just doesn't sound like something a human writer could put into a movie made by a major studio without being out of his mind. You know how I know? Because it feels like this is going to make me lose my mind. And this isn't the only thing. What really set me on this crusade was seeing this meme on Twitter. All of these events happen in Madam Web, except one. Can you guess which is the lie? 1. Madam Web is born in a cave in Peru with the help of magic spider people. Well, this is one of the ones I've mentioned already, and apparently it's real, despite my better judgment as a human being, so this one gets passed. 2. The 3 spider women never get powers and are only seen in costumes during dream sequences. There's no way that one can be true, right? Like, I saw the advertisements of them in their costumes. And also, what would they do in the movie if they don't have their powers? How could a movie studio produce a superhero movie about superheroes who don't even get their powers in the movie? Wouldn't that make it not a superhero movie? We might as well see a movie about Fred, a random citizen who had his car destroyed by Hulk. What would the point be? This one can't be true. Oh, it is.
None of the superheroes even fight the bad guy. And they don't even wear a costume or anything at all until the very last scene of the movie. The only thing you get for like a superhero showdown is in Spider Guy's visions, where he sees the 3 spider women like beat him up and then toss him out of a window, and that's like a 30-second scene. After that, they never actually fight him at all.
3. Evil Spider-Man is killed by a large Pepsi sign. Now this one sounds really fake because I don't think Pepsi would want to be associated with this kind of thing, but I'm pretty sure Critical said that the bad guy does get taken out by a sign.
Until eventually the environment beats him and then he gets crushed by a giant sign. It sucks.
So I guess this one's true too? I'm dubious on the Pepsi sign though. 4. Madam Web becomes wanted for kidnapping by the NYPD. Pretty sure this was covered in the Critical video too. 5. Madam Web runs down evil Spider-Man in her car twice. This is easily the most believable one on this list so far. 6. Peter Parker is born but not named. We covered this one already, it's true, so the next one must be the fake one, right? 7. Madam Web inexplicably splits into 3 ghost-like copies of herself near the end of the movie. Yeah, it makes sense that one is fake. I'm pretty sure Madam Web didn't have that power in the cartoon. Wait, it's real? What? Wait, so they were all true? Hopefully you guys understand more now why I think this film is a cryptid or an SCP or something. I'm convinced that it doesn't exist. My mortal mind cannot conceive of a series of events that would lead to something like this being made. Part of me really wants to go see the movie just to understand what exactly happens, to try to figure out what the filmmakers were thinking. But the other part of me knows that this film's reviews are so low and so bad that there's no way I will have as much enjoyment of the movie after I see it. So for now, I think I'm gonna let this one live in my mind. Kind of like Morbius. Morbius, which I also never bothered to see, which was kind of like the predecessor to this film. Morbius walked so Madam Web could run, and it looks like Madam Web is on track to do just as bad, if not worse than Morbius at the box office, given the numbers that I've seen. I really don't understand how Sony could do something like this again. They already tried the badly written meme movie once, but to try it again? Just why? To be honest, they did improve, because the spoiler plot points I've seen have made me interested in the movie, but at the same time, they've given me existential dread. Remember that scene in Spy Kids 2, where the scientist guy, for no real reason, said, "Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?" Because that's how Madam Web makes me feel. Now, this was a bit different from my usual videos, so thanks for sticking with it. I like to try stuff like this every once in a while to see if any of it sticks. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching all the way till the end. Have a great day, and God bless you.